The illusion of control. Imagine you're walking through life clutching at everything, your job, your reputation, your possessions, even the people you love. Then, one by one, life rips them away. Illness takes your health. Gossip ruins your name. Death steals those closest to you. You feel powerless, angry, broken. But the Stoic philosopher Epictetus offers a radical truth. You were never in control of those things to begin with, and the sooner you understand what is truly yours and what never was, the freer you will be. Today, we dive deep into Epictetus's most famous teaching, the Dichotomy of Control, what's truly yours in life. Setting the stage, a slave who became a teacher. Epictetus wasn't born a philosopher in a marble hall. He was born a slave. His master could beat him, chain him, even break his body. And yet, Epictetus discovered a freedom no chains could touch, the freedom of the mind. While his master owned his body, Epictetus realized he owned something greater, his choices, his judgments, his will. He couldn't control the blows, but he could control how he met them. He couldn't stop cruelty, but he could choose not to be cruel in return. From that life of hardship, he gave the world one of philosophy's simplest but most powerful insights. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. This became the foundation of Stoic practice, and a lifeline for anyone struggling with anger, loss, or the fear of the unknown. The Dichotomy of Control. Two realms. Epictetus divides life into two realms. First realm, what's truly yours. Your thoughts, your judgments, your choices, your actions. These belong to you fully. No one can force you to believe a lie, to choose evil, or to abandon reason, unless you surrender them. Second realm, what's not yours. Your body, wealth, status, reputation. The actions of others. Fate itself. These never belong to you. They're borrowed from fortune, and fortune can take them back in an instant. The problem, Epictetus warns, is that we confuse these realms. We cling to what isn't ours, while neglecting what is. We fight desperately to control the uncontrollable and ignore the one power that cannot be taken from us, our will. This confusion, he says, is the root of human misery. Think of anger. It comes when someone insults us, and we believe our reputation was ours to protect. Think of grief. It comes when we believe the lives of others were ours to keep forever. Think of fear. It comes when we cling to health, wealth, or security as if they were truly ours. But when you separate the two realms clearly, life changes. Loss hurts less. Insults sting less. Fear loosens its grip. Because you know the truth, you cannot lose what was never yours. Epictetus's hard lessons. Stories of control. Epictetus didn't speak in abstractions. He used vivid examples to cut through illusions. 1. The broken lamp. One of his students complained that someone stole his lamp. Epictetus replied, "Then you lost a lamp. But if you think it was yours to keep forever, you're the fool." 2. The child's death. When a student asked how to endure the death of a loved one, Epictetus said, "When you kiss your child at night, whisper to yourself, 'Tomorrow they may die,' not to be cruel, but to remember that life is a loan, not a possession." 3. The emperor's power. Epictetus lived under Roman emperors who could kill on a whim. He told his students, "You may chain my body, you may exile me, you may even kill me, but you cannot touch my will." Each story drives home the same point. You control only your inner life. All else is fate. Freedom through surrender. The paradox. At first, Epictetus's teaching sounds harsh, like surrender. But here lies the paradox. When you stop trying to control what isn't yours, you become truly free. Think of a sailor. He cannot control the sea, the wind, or the storm, but he controls his rudder, his sails, his response. To fight the storm is madness. To steer through it wisely is freedom. Or think of a chess player. The pieces are given, the moves of the opponent uncertain, but each move you make is yours. That's where your honor lies. Epictetus tells us, if you only attach your happiness to what's yours, you can never be enslaved by fortune. If you root your peace in externals, you will always be a servant of fear and hope. Stoic practices. Training control. Knowing the dichotomy isn't enough, you must train it daily. Epictetus gave his students exercises to strengthen their grasp. 1. Negative visualization. Each morning, imagine loss. Your job gone, your friend betrayed you, your health failing, not to despair, but to rehearse acceptance. 2. Voluntary discomfort. Eat simple food, sleep without luxury, walk in the cold, practice being content with less. Then, if fortune strips away comforts, you won't break. 3. Mindful pause. When anger rises, stop and ask, is this within my control? If yes, act. If no, release it. 4. Daily reflection. At night, review your day. Where did you mistake what wasn't yours for what was? Where did you stand firm? Progress is built through reflection. 5. The view from above. Picture yourself from high above. See your city, your country, the earth itself. In that vastness, your worries shrink. You realize your control is small, but within that small circle lies true power. The cost of ignorance. When we forget. Epictetus warns what happens when we ignore this teaching. Anger comes from wanting others to obey our will. Fear comes from clinging to outcomes we can't command. Grief comes from pretending what is borrowed is permanent. Envy comes from desiring what belongs to another's fate. When we confuse the two realms, we live in constant slavery, pulled by the strings of luck, terrified of loss, destroyed by every insult. But when we remember, even pain becomes lighter. A Stoic may weep, but he does not despair. He may stumble, but he does not fall into chains. Closing reflection. What is truly yours? So what is truly yours? Not your body, not your wealth, not your reputation, not even your loved ones. What is yours are your choices, your judgments, your actions, your will. Lose everything else, and you still remain free if you guard what is yours. Epictetus ends with this challenge. No man is free who is not master of himself. If you understand this, you will walk through life unshaken by fortune, unbroken by loss, and untouchable by fear. Because you will know what is truly yours, no one can ever take away.